was scrolling through My Mini Factory, looking at some of my liked models, when I noticed I didn't have any fun ones to print. I kept on scrolling until I scrolled to the top, and once I got there, I saw, oh, there's a model called the Death Trooper. I clicked on it and saw that it was medium complexity, and it was a really cool model, so I started to print it immediately. Once I downloaded the files, I even looked at the pictures of the community prints, and I saw that a lot of people painted it and printed it in many cool different filaments, and I was really looking forward to printing it. As you can see, this print was printed in PLA plastic on my CR10 with no mods. I got my CR10 probably 1 or 2 months ago, and I've been getting phenomenal prints on it. This is one of the first prints that I'm experimenting with cubic supports, and as always I'll leave all my gear along with my printer in the description below.
Conhece? Não, e tu? Também não. Jeito de rica, né não? Por quê? Ah, sei lá, pelo cabelo. Se for, qual o problema? Problema? Já viu rico namorar pobre?
After priming this with 2 coats, I am about to paint. I have a couple bits of sandpaper to sand on the primer, some pictures, of course a cup of water, some cheap paintbrushes, and especially the paints. And I'm going to start. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sand these. I'm using, where is it? I'm going to be using 400, just to be safe. You always want to sand down your primer so the paint sticks. It doesn't matter if there's a constant gray coat or white areas. Okay, I think this is ready for painting. So the basics of painting is what you want to do is you want to start off with the lightest colors, or the color that fills up the most area. So I'm going to start with the red, since this is going to be a crimson helmet. And since I can always cover this up with the darker colors, I don't need to worry about much detail right now. Since this is cheap craft paint from Michaels, it does require more than 1 coat. I bought this pack of, I don't know, 24 for about $16. It's a good price because most paints cost like $3 per bundle. Not bundle, paint tube. The most annoying part about 3D printing stuff that isn't flat on the bottom is taking off the supports. So I actually had to take it to a party and clean off the supports there, so it was kind of embarrassing. But I'm glad I got to paint it the next day, which is today, of course. So I'm done with the first coat. It's just drying right now. I can start on this side because it's already dry. I started on that, you probably saw. After that, I'm going to use some white for the skull, and then do another coat of that. And then cover this with gray, do black along here, gray stripes, black, 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 black. And these I just found out were supposed to be gray, so I'll have to do that. So I guess I'll just start on the second coat. I'll start recording again if anything fun happens. So, yeah. As you can see, there's some streak marks from the paint not having much pigment. So that's why you need the second coat. Actually. Because the normal helmets are shiny, I'm thinking of coating this all in nail polish, but I'll see how it is when it ends. I'm sorry if the camera angle moved a little bit, but I'm pretty much done with the second coat, and I think I'm going to start on the actual skeleton now. So I don't want it to be pure white because that's not how skeletons look, at least from what I know. I'm going to use this off-white color. It looks like that. I'm going to use a smaller brush, actually. This is the brush I'm going to be using. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable size. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need more than one coat of this color. Unless I'm lazy. I'm not sure if I said crazy, but I meant lazy. I'll cut back when the rest of this is finished. So I just finished the first coat on this side of the skull. Right now I'm gonna start on this side, but I have to say it looks really cool. The only hard parts about this was down there where I couldn't put my brush well, down in that crevice, and up there. Yeah, that was the hard part. But I eventually got to that using a smaller brush. So I'm gonna start on this, and I'll start it on camera and then finish it off camera. How about that? Okay, so take a little bit of this off-white. And just put it here. You know, I'll just finish this on camera. Usually when I'm doing these paints, I'll listen to music or a podcast. I have two nice podcasts that I listen to. I listen to Ethan Klein's. That's a really nice podcast, and I used to listen to Misfits podcast, and the one that, sorry, because I touch these edges here, and here, I'm probably gonna repaint the red around it. I think this side, no, it's not done drying. So I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit and wait until everything dries. So while I was waiting for the white to dry, I quickly touched up the edges so white wasn't showing. By the way, I think it's kind of dumb that I painted the edges red. Usually when you crack open a helmet, the inside isn't red or it's completely filled with red plastic. At least that's what I think. So I'm probably gonna buff that up with like either white, black, or brown, maybe even silver. I would think that these helmets would be made of metal. I'm just cleaning my brush real quick. Anyway, if I haven't shown you, this is the photo that I'm referring to. And yeah, I'm gonna start painting the white again. So, oh, I'm not sure if you saw this, but I have a little paint palette right there. I'm getting this white. That's the red. I haven't used any other colors yet, but I will. So, I guess I'll start. So, in the course of the 30 minutes that have passed, I haven't done the second coat for this, as you can see right there. I've painted under the eye, and I've done the second coat for that since that was dry. And I just noticed that I rubbed a little bit of white onto there. I did a third coat of red, and I think soon I'm gonna be ready for what do you call it? The black. Can't believe I forgot what black was. Anyway, I'm gonna use gray and black for that, and I'm gonna start right now. Let's see, so we're gonna start with some black. So, in the last 10 minutes, I've painted all the black parts, and now I'm gonna move on to gray. So, I'm gonna clean my brush again. This is probably gonna happen in my future videos, but yeah. Gonna take some gray. First, I want to see where I have to put it. I am looking at this, and it seems like I need to put some gray here. I'm gonna take some of the gray. Doesn't change anything. How about I just cover it in red? That's a good color, even though it's just primer. I'm gonna move on to this part. It doesn't look like it, but that's the same as the other side. I'm gonna take some gray. Put it here. Oh, that has a lot of pigment in it. Now that I've finished that, I think it's worth it to just finish the other side. And that's that side done. Now for this side. Oh shoot. And that's all the gray we need. I know this already may look detailed, but we're going to go into some more details, such as you can see that. All those white lines need to be red. It's not focusing. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next.